Is it to bow down his head like a bulrush and to spread out sackcloth and ashes? Would you call this a fast and an acceptable day to Yahweh? So we're starting to connect. Well, first of all, it shows the day because, like I have said, I believe that the fast should be of a whole day, as we see here, the day of Yahweh, because the fast is for a day, like in Yom Kippur, for instance, 24 hours. It could be extended, of course, as in Esther, to 3 days. But my point with this verse is the fact that he's mentioning the day, so it also connects it in the spiritual to the millennium, to the day of Yahweh, the 1,000 years that are about to start, and therefore also connects this to the Shabbat. So there is a clear connection between the fast and the Shabbat. Pretty much is like they're a contrast, because in the Shabbat you are supposed to enjoy the day in the presence of Yahweh. The fast is pretty much not allowing yourself to enjoy this earth, the flesh, the earthly things, because you seek the presence of the spiritual, of Yahweh, of course, through the spiritual. So it is a contrast between Shabbat and fast, but through the Spirit we can find a connection and show and see, which is what Yahweh is trying to show us, how they're actually pretty much the same, even though they seem to contrast each other and they seem to be so different from each other, so much that, for instance, in Judaism it is said that you cannot fast on a Shabbat. However, it is interesting that Yom Kippur, the Shabbaton, is actually a day of fast. So that is kind of contradiction to that opinion of Judaism. But in Judaism there are many opinions about each thing. So continuing, like I was saying, in the flesh there seems to be a contrast, as in the Shabbat is one on the one extreme and the fast on the other. However, in the spiritual, through what Yahweh reveals in Yahushua, we see that they are one, and that we should actually spiritually live in Shabbat, as if every day is a Shabbat, and fasting, but in the spirit.